Hey guys, the Battleground Investor here. I want to let you know that the lockdown fears that people have had have peaked. In a previous video, I said that I was going to buy at the peak. I was just going to wait for it to round over just to confirm. And it did round over, and I bought in a little bit on Visa. However, recently on Friday, we saw that also the consumer sentiment report by the University of Michigan came out and knocked down everybody that knocked down the market sentiment. And really, Delta has messed with people's sentiments. And we're going to see maybe a very bad Monday tomorrow. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. I'll share my screen real quick and I'll show you how it's affecting people's minds. But basically, when you look at the Treasury bond market, right, it's been going down because of Delta fears and short covering, and it double bottomed at 1.18 around here, and the peak of lockdown fears were like literally exactly August 4th, August 3rd, and we can take a look at that. Peak was exactly August 1st to August 7th for the lockdown fears. When you search for Google Trends lockdown fears, and I go over this in more detail in a previous video, so go look at that. But basically here, right in the middle of August 1st to 7th is August 4th. And that shows right about the time here at 8 a.m. On August 4th, we had the bottom. And it double bottomed on this point in the Treasury bond market, with prices falling and therefore yields rising because they're inverse of one another. And they kept going until Friday, when the consumer sentiment report came out. It was 70.2, which when you look in the history of things, it's like literally the worst it's ever been. 70.2 was worse than the March 2020 like mini depression we had in the stock market and people's opinions, when people were literally going out into stores and stocking up and panicking, and you thought a zombie apocalypse was coming or something. And it's been climbing up, but then it's just crashed right below 71.8. And so the thing just went back down, and that's when Visa started coming down. And that's why I was saying I wanted to wait to see like when we're rounded off, because I know that, and I talk about it in a previous video, there's like a time delay between when the lockdown fears happened and when the actual stock market sold off and had a dip in the previous time. And so we haven't really seen that dip yet, like properly. This was just the beginning, I think. I think Monday, tomorrow, it could be even worse. As people, start chewing on the fact that 61% of consumers' consumption in the economy makes up the GDP. So 61% of GDP is made up by consumption. So when consumers are pulling back on consumption due to poor consumer sentiment, that's going to hit GDP. And so we probably will see a pullback tomorrow. So that I hope is helpful for you guys. But we could see that so far there's been no pullback really noticeable in the Dow Jones Industrial, because you've seen Dr. Gottlieb, and you've seen Britain, and Dr. Gottlieb saying, "Oh, we're going to peak based on British cases," because Britain is kind of similar in terms of vaccinations for the vaccination profile of that country compared to the United States. And so nobody's really sold off like this last time or the previous time. So if you're trying to get in, you want that sell-off so you can buy in on some good stocks. So I saw a little bit, even during here, I saw Visa really taking it on the chin, like a drop of 5% on Friday, a drop of 5% in the previous, 10% total in this previous week. So I bought some Visa, but knowing that we could actually go all the way down here, especially around September, because people are speaking of this as peaking in the end of this month and beginning of September. So I'm looking to be buying then if this does happen, that there is, if this doesn't really happen, peak COVID cases don't occur, then I think that's when people will start to say, wait a second, hold on. This is an issue. We don't know how bad this could get. This is breakthrough cases talked about. Now everybody needs to have a COVID test if you go into a hospital or whatever, at least in my area. So that tells you that it's there. Nobody's caring if you're vaccinated or not in terms of the ability to spread it. So this is something to be on the watch for, and I hope this helps. Let me know, like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments. What you feel about this? Is this going to happen? Do you think that peak September COVID cases is going to occur, or is it going to be at the end of September? Let me know. Have a great day. Hope this helps.